Hello all, welcome to another session in JavaScript Made Easy course. As part of this session, I am going to cover the next topic, that is how to write and run the JavaScript code in Visual Studio Code editor. So let's begin. So here I captured the notes. Let me open the notes first. Okay, so you can follow the instructions that are there in these notes. Okay, we can follow the instructions that are there in the notes to know how to write and run the JavaScript code in the Visual Studio Code editor. These are very simple instructions. There is nothing much, but for reference, you can use these notes. Okay. So here we need to open the Visual Studio Code. Already have opened the Visual Studio Code, guys. Okay. And here the second thing is that I need to open the folder. Okay. Second thing is that I need to create a folder for my project and open the folder. Okay. How to create the folder for my project and open the folder? I may go to one location in my machine, guys. Okay, I may choose one location in my machine. Let's say I would like to choose some location here. Okay, so here I'll just create a new folder. I'll just say JS or JavaScript demo. Okay, like this. Okay, JavaScript demo, one folder name I'm giving. So like this, I'll first create a folder, guys, which is an empty folder, but I'll just create it. JavaScript demo. I remember the location in my computer machine where I have created this folder. Okay. Now I'll go back to my Visual Studio Code and select file, open folder, or if you directly see this option in the Explorer here, okay, in this left side thing, if you click on this, you'll get this Explorer. In this, if you see this open folder, then from here also you can do, or you can just go here and say file, open folder, anything is fine. Okay. Both are good. Okay. Just click on the open folder and let me browse to the location where I have created the folder in my computer machine. The C drive in this folder, and here the local repos somewhere here I created, guys, JavaScript demo, select folder. That's it. Simple. Once I create this folder, again the welcome screen has come. Let me just close the welcome screen and reduce the size of the Explorer, expand this. Okay. You see here, nothing is there. Okay. If I expand this, this outline and timeline are coming, but apart from that, nothing is coming. That's okay. So this is a folder I have selected in this editor for now. Okay. That is the second step. Then I need to create a file, right? Okay. Here, there are some options like, to create a new folder under this major folder. This is a project. Okay. This folder is like a location where we can create the files or something. And under this folder, we can create the files or create some subfolders. Okay. So this is a folder. Under this folder, we can create a file or folder. Okay. So here, if you see, the same instructions will be there after opening the Visual Studio, after selecting the folder, after creating the folder and selecting the folder from our, okay. So create a folder for your project. Okay. What they are saying, you have created, if you want to create a project here, first you have to create a folder. Okay. Create a folder for your project. This folder is going to hold your JavaScript files. Okay. So you can give the name as project also. Okay. MS Java project like that, or okay. So you can rename if you want to rename or something, how to rename this, guys. Okay. JavaScript demo, I am saying, right? Here I'll go here and say demo project. I'll just name it as demo project. Okay. So it's not able to rename. The reason behind that is it's being utilized in the Explorer. So I'm not able to rename. Okay. That's okay. You can rename if possible. Otherwise, okay, let's close this editor a bit. Let's close this editor and try to rename. See whether we can rename or not. Yeah, I can rename after closing the editor. Okay, so because our editor is utilizing this folder means you cannot utilize. Okay, so let me launch the editor again. Let me launch the editor again. Let's close this, expand this, open folder again. You see the earlier folder is gone because we renamed the folder, right? The earlier folder got changed. You see, earlier I have selected the folder is not appearing here because I renamed it, so it has lost the connection. Okay, so simple. I will say file, open folder or open folder for any location and just this PC and go to the location where that folder is available. Let's give the project kind of keyword in that thing. So that's the reason I have renamed that folder. So here JavaScript demo project select folder. Okay, now it got selected. Again, the welcome screen came and just close it. Okay. Now we got this JavaScript demo project. This main folder, I am named it as JavaScript demo project. Under that, I can create a file or folder, guys. Under this, I can create a file or folder. Okay, so the next thing, even instead of creating a folder under this folder, the best thing that I can do here is I can create a file, a JavaScript file I can create. Okay, just click on this new file, and here name this as demo dot. Okay, give some name for the file. For example, here it will be clearly mentioned. Just give some name for that and say .js. Okay, .js extension. Okay, so here let's say demo. Is that demo dot JS files and press enter. Okay. You see, the moment I create this demo.js file, okay. So here you see demo.js file came and by default it's saying open chart and create something, but you can type it, okay, it will be gone. Okay. By default it's suggesting something, but you can ignore that. Okay. You can ignore that, guys, and or clear that, whatever it may be. You see, by default this open chart and all. If you press, it's giving some suggestion. Okay. You can do like this or something. Okay. So fine. So like this, I'll create a JavaScript file. Now write some sample code that is console.log. Okay. So it's like a print statement. Okay. It's a print statement, guys. Okay. Whatever you write, console.log will print the output. Will print the output. Very simple statement, guys. Okay. So you can write like this. That is console. This sample statement, guys, if you don't remember this JavaScript code for the print statement in JavaScript code, right? You can copy paste from ChatGPT, etc., or from my notes here, or you can Google search how to print some text in output using JavaScript code. Okay, like that also. Or you can go to ChatGPT and how to print text in JavaScript. Okay, then you'll get this particular line of code. You can copy this. You can copy this and paste. Okay, since you are new to this JavaScript, right? So if you don't know that, you can get it from Google and paste it, guys. Okay. So but here I'll be typing console.log. You see how IntelliSense is coming. Visual Studio has very good IntelliSense where console.log is coming, guys, and circular bracket plus. And here in circular brackets, provide double quotes and give any text. I'll give my text. Let's say Arun Motori. Okay. Like this. Okay. And you can end that with semicolon or, you can leave it also. Fine. So now this is some sample JavaScript code. So this one I have written, right? I have manually written. You see, entire thing I have typed console.log and circular brackets in the double quotes and I have mentioned. I have typed my name also. Okay. It's not compulsory to put semicolon here at the end, but if you provide that will look very good. Okay. Fine. Now this is sample code I have written manually. Is there any shortcut for writing this code? CLG tab. Is it coming? You see, CLG and press tab. How this is working? How this is working? Because we have installed one extension, guys. If you remember in the previous session, I have installed one extension known as JavaScript ES6 code snippets extension in this Visual Studio Code, right? Because of this, okay, there are some code snippets like CLG kind of code snippets. You don't have to write console.log entire text. Just type CLG and press tab key, you'll get it. And here in double quotes, okay, or sorry, let me type it again. CLG control space and press double quotes and give like this. Okay, done. Right? So simple you can write this code. If you are not remember this one, just remember the CLG 3 letters and press tab key. Provide double quotes and type some text, whatever the text that you want to get printed in the output that you type. Okay. So this is a way to go. Okay. Just I'll coming back to the Explorer, having this project folder under the demo.js JavaScript JS stand. You see JavaScript files. If you want to write some JavaScript files, sorry, if you want to write or run some JavaScript code, you have to first create a JavaScript file. For that, you can give some name and dot and give an extension like JS, or JS stands for JavaScript. Okay. The extension of the JavaScript files is .js. Fine. In that, you are writing some code. If you want to increase the font, you say control plus plus and control plus, it will increase the font size. Control minus, it will decrease the font size. It's up to you what font you want and all. Okay. Okay. Then yeah, the next thing is once you have written this code, guys, I want to run this code, guys. Okay. I want to run this code. How to run this code? In order for you to run this code, guys, in order for you to run this code, you need to open the terminal, guys. Okay. You need to open the terminal. Okay. How to open the terminal? Click on these three dots. Okay, all these instructions are there in the notes. Okay, open the terminal in Visual Studio Code. Click terminal in the top menu. Then click new terminal. Okay, then in that you run this code. Okay, so how to do that? Click on these three dots and you will get this terminal menu. In that, go and select the new terminal. Okay, then you'll get this terminal here. Just wait. You see, it's giving you some suggestions like, press Control I to ask to do something or something. It's giving you suggestions. If you want to take that, you can take, or, you can ignore. You see, the current location is at this project location. Okay, JavaScript demo project is the location. Here I want to run this file, demo.js file I want to run. For that, how to run the JavaScript file. Okay, how to run the JavaScript code which is there in this JavaScript file. In order to run that, we have to use this node command. Okay, since we already have installed the Node.js, okay, we can use this command. Okay, so simple type node. In one of the previous session, I showed you how to download and install the Node.js. Okay, this is the reason we have installed, download and install the Node.js. Okay, without Node.js, we cannot run this command. So node space and give the name and extension of the file demo.js and press enter. You see, this particular line of code has been done and this particular statement has printed the text that I have provided here has been printed here. Okay. That is the purpose of this particular statement. I'll explain more about this statement later, but for now, this is how we can print the text in the output by writing some JavaScript code in the JavaScript files. And for that, the command I have to use is node, okay, space, and the name of the file and extension of the file, JavaScript file, and the code, the JavaScript code inside the JavaScript file will run. Fine. So, hope guys you understood how to how to write and run the JavaScript code in Visual Studio Code Editor, the step-by-step process. Since we are getting started, we have created the project folder. Under that, we created a sample JavaScript file with a .js extension. And then we have written some sample print statement. If you don't remember this, you can copy paste this, or if you have already installed the extension, type CLG and press tab key, you will get this syntax. Okay, if you don't remember the entire thing, you can write CLG and press tab key and you'll get this code. Okay, or you can copy paste this from ChatGPT or Google and then paste into your editor, and then you need to open the terminal and then run the JavaScript code in the JavaScript file by using the node command, node space, name and extension of the file. So like that, you will get the output printed in output of this program, printed in the output console. Okay, displayed in the output, this terminal. Okay, the output of this code has been, the code has been run and its output got printed in the output, that is terminal in this case of Visual Studio Code. So hope guys you got an idea how to run and write and run the JavaScript code in Visual Studio Code Editor. So this is something like we have got started with JavaScript code execution in Visual Studio Code Editor using editor. Okay, this is our first code that we have run. Though I have not explained you the JavaScript, how I didn't explain you the JavaScript so far, but all the installations and configurations that are required before we get started with the learning JavaScript language, I have covered so far. Okay, from the next session I'm going to start the JavaScript language basics for you in a step-by-step manner. Okay, from scratch in an easy manner. Okay, so that's all for this session. See you in the next session where I'm going to start with the JavaScript language basics for you. So see you in the next session. Bye.